Hi everyone, welcome back to Beef Reacts, and today we are going to be watching RWBY Volume 7, Chapters 4, 5, and 6. And let me tell you, it's been a wild ride. Mainly because I don't hate Jimmy Ironwoods right now, and the story's just kind of in this flux of, well, they lied to him after they were lied to by Oz, and everything's just kind of going in its own way. And honestly, I'm pretty excited to see how this pans out and the way that this all, I guess, I don't want to say transpires. That's not the right word, but the way that they decide to go about continuing the story. But either way, no big deal. Let's just jump back into it. This new opening is dope, by the way. Like, it just hits very, very differently. Stick here. Stay there, I think. If I just completely ruin the audio, let me know, but I think it should be fine still. Ah, dude, I'm so happy to see Penny again. I do like how they waited till the end of the episode, at least last episode, to get there. I will say the silhouettes do really add to the story.
You guys were incredible! Oh, the way you took down that Geist without needing to plan your tactics out, you just knew exactly what to do!
Well, Aesop's are hand-picked to perfectly complement.
Oh, thank goodness. That could have been a problem. I just hit spacebar forgetting I wasn't on there. I do love how John and RWBY are gushing, and then Nora comes in. I think what makes it pretty interesting, maybe not interesting, I think what works about it is that we're seeing now it's a tactician side of John that's really into this. RWBY's probably going to simp over the weapons, and Nora's just going to simp over the strength, and I kind of enjoy that dynamic in the way that it's probably going to play out. I am in a weird funk.
Well, Aesop's are hand-picked to perfectly complement one another, so we can focus on our assets and leave our liabilities behind.
Some of us are all asset, zero liability. Yeah? Think I've got some liabilities, Elm?
Your brains, for one.
Oh. You did ask.
Hi! Do you need a new best friend? Our pair name can be... Complimentary
I love it. I love it so much. Thunder thighs.
Perfect complementary teamwork. Oh, yeah. I want to have my friends' backs just like that.
Friends. This isn't the schoolyard, kid. But I mean, when you go through so much with someone, it kind of changes things, doesn't it?
We get along well enough, sure. I count on them to keep me alive. They do the same. But that's a job. We don't confuse the two.
Damn.
Speaking of the job,
We don't confuse the two. And it's like we also keep a strict no hooking up policy. Like they just have like all of this like little like a lot of workplace rules, and like outside of this they have to go through like trainings and like specific military things where it's like no fraternizing, no expression of any positive emotion. Like it'd be just really funny if like they had like OSHA 40 training seminars and stuff like that they just had to do, and there was nothing to stop it. Like it's just that's how Atlas is.
speaking of the job, duty ever beckons. You all hang back a second.
Not duty.
What do you guys want to do when we get back to Atlas? Sightseeing? Oh, what should we visit first?
How about our buds?
Oh, come on, guys! This is a great time to go exploring. We haven't done that in so long.
Ruby, we just explored a whole continent on foot before flying to this one.
Well, yeah, but it was only the boring parts.
We almost died.
Not the fingerless gloves.
Heads up.
Can I get the team leaders over here? There's something I'd like to discuss with you. You too, Crow. I need you on the ground, but be subtle. If people see too many Huntsmen milling around, they'll get nervous. And Clover, don't take Marrow.
New problems in Mantle?
More of the same, unfortunately. Someone in Mantle is taking out public leaders who speak out against Atlas. Specifically, people who speak out against me. It didn't look like a pattern at first, but this is the third murder of its kind in the last week.
Wait a minute. That's the guy that rode with us after we were arrested.
He died?
Your opposition in Mantle dropping dead isn't exactly a good look for you, huh?
I'm not really worried about my public image, but it is causing unrest. I think someone's trying to frame me, and by extension, Atlas. And it's working.
Well, if it wasn't for the embargo making everybody so mad, people probably wouldn't be so quick to blame you for everything else.
The embargo making everyone so mad. Okay. Isn't an embargo just limiting the goods and services that are imported and exported out of a country? So, like, yeah, I get why that hurts some people, but again, like, it's not a... Like, the embargo, as long as it's temporary, is not a bad move. And, like, now that you know what the plan is, it makes perfect sense of why he didn't want other people that were not Atlesian to be in the country at that moment in time. Because once he does that, and once he unleashes that panic and there's non-kingdom citizens there, that's going to cause other kingdoms to blame Atlas for this massive panic. Like, it just... Now that I know what the plan is, it is logical. I don't agree with it, but like, okay, now, okay.
Quick to blame you for everything else. Sir.
No, you're right. Things in Mantle have been hard to manage lately. I'm not blind to its issues. In fact, that's what I want to talk to you about. With the launch of this mobile communications tower and tensions down in Mantle, I think there's a lot of good your teams can do here. What? Already? Here? No, it's fine. Let him land. I'll deal with him myself.
More Mantle problems?
No. This one's an Atlas problem.
Oh, not Jacques. Not the... fuck. Dude, I hate Jacques Schnee. And for every reason that you're supposed to hate Jacques Schnee, but, like, he's not even fun to hate. He's just... Like, Jimmy Ironwoods was fun to hate. Blake, to an extent, is fun to hate. But, like, Jacques Schnee, it's not fun to hate. I can't say Cinder's fun to hate. It's just visceral. It's on sight. I prefer to watch that person never breathe again. But, like, Jacques Schnee is the type of hatred where it's like taxes. Where it's like, it's not fun to hate it. It's not like, it's visceral. It's a minor annoyance and inconvenience that thinks it's better than everyone else, but in reality, it just does... It does flub all for everyone that needs it at the moment in time. No, I'm not saying taxes. I'm saying that this type of hatred. It's like hating having a pimple on your face. Doesn't actually do anything. Doesn't actually mean anything. It's just, damn. It's annoying to look at, and whenever it shows up, you just want to kick it in the face.
So let me get this straight, James. In addition to this nonsensical embargo of yours crippling my business, you've also decided you have the authority to commandeer private property. When the council hears about this, you will never...
Actually, I've already informed them. As this is now the site of a classified military operation, it didn't even require a vote.
Didn't require a vote.
You might want to brush up on council law before you lose this upcoming election, Jacques. Now, I've allowed you to land here once as a courtesy. The next time, it won't be a friendly reception.
Lately, you seem to forget who your friends really are. I'm going to get that council seat, James, and maybe then you'll...
You're gonna buy the seat?
You roped my missing daughter into these schemes of yours, too? How long has she been back in Atlas? Did Winter know about this?
It was my decision to come here. Just like it was my decision to leave. Or have you forgotten all about that?
If you think I'm one to forget anything, girl, then you've misjudged the man your father is.
Believe me, I know exactly the kind of man you are.
How dare you speak to me that way? I have half a mind to...
Half a mind to what, Jacques?
You know, your mother was devastated when you left.
Not the manipulating. Not the manipulating. Come on with this nonsense. You really think... Come... like he's so hateable.
Your mother was devastated when you left.
Mom doesn't even probably know I'm gone. She's an alcoholic.
Room for days. You know how she gets when she's upset. I knew one day you would overextend your reach.
And then the use of... Okay, it's not even just the use of the mother. It's the fact... It's this little smile he does once he knows he got to her. Right there. Where he's like, he doesn't care about the mother. He doesn't care about his daughter. Like, some parents will guilt trip you and be like, your mother was upset. And genuinely, your mom was upset. And it's supposed to get you to I don't know, visualize or just recontextualize what decisions you made and how they affected other people. And they just want to make sure that you are, like, at least considering other people before you consider, like, yourself or whatever. And, like, there's nothing wrong with not being considerate of other people. Just know that there are consequences to not being considerate of other people. So it's like, well, it's my life. I shouldn't have had to have hurt my mother's feelings. Yeah, but you still did. Like, you still did. Like, there's just a factual, or there are things that indiscriminately just happen. Like, if you do X thing, at the end of the day, X thing happened. So, like, in that scenario, should your mom have been upset? Who knows? I have no idea what the context is. At the end of the day, factually, the parent is upset. Where it becomes like a whole thing is when parents or people end up using that to try to guilt trip you to do what they want. And, like, that's usually where it ends up going and how it ends up happening. but on the surface and just thinking out loud, it's hard to really say one way or the other that it's a bad thing to really do. It's just, you can remind people of the nice things you're doing for them. You can remind people of how their decisions are affecting other people. But this smug smirk is not doing either of those things. It's just trying to be a Richard to be a Richard.
I knew one day you would overextend your reach.
Yeah?
I didn't come here to beg for an abandoned mine. I came here to thank you for personally handing me the noose to hang you.
Not the hand holding.
You'll regret this. So these are the little friends you threw everything away for.
Little.
Friends. Family.
I'm with that. Oh, the smug. Watch it drip off your face. The worst part is Jimmy Ironwood's, as much as I hate him, he's half metal. He's half metal, man. He could literally just, he could floor Jacques Schnee in an instant and chooses not to. Every day Jacques Schnee breathes is another day, is another miracle based on Ironwood's own hand. These girls really do be holding hands a lot.
Oh, now you show up, Winter. You just missed Father.
I wouldn't say I missed. Surprise!
Yay! Penny! What
Did
the?
we not start yet?
Apparently, we haven't.
Start what?
It goes without saying that this arena holds a significance to all of us. It's only fitting that we should be able to reconvene here, now, when the world needs to be brought together more than ever.
I love Penny so much.
From our first
Like, dude, like, it's like they made her so wholesome and sweet and adorable, and you don't just love it to love it. Like, you appreciate Penny for what Penny does. And what does Penny do? She makes the world a better place for everyone.
The world needs to be brought together more than
like, look at that.
The road you traveled from our first meeting hasn't been easy. You fought for your school and your friends at Beacon. You fought for the world and the innocent at Haven Academy and beyond. You faced down terrors people can't even fathom. That's not the behavior of students. It's the behavior of huntsmen and huntresses.
I want to go back because that speech, we'll give it up to Jimmy Ironwoods. That's a good speech. I give it a 7 out of 10. Would recommend.
You face down terrors people can't even fathom. That's not the behavior of students. It's the behavior of huntsmen and huntresses.
Like, he practiced this. You can tell he practiced this heavy.
Wait. What is this?
You are being granted your huntsman licenses.
Does
I know this is coming a little ahead of schedule.
we signed up for the 3-year course and instead we got 6 months followed by a disease that made everyone work at home, and here's a 4-year degree for like 2.5 years of work. Happy birthday.
But brothers know you deserve it. I only regret that I couldn't do something a little more ceremonious for the occasion.
We're honored, General Ironwood. But you really don't have to do
Please, with the threat of Salem still out there, and tensions rising in our kingdom, I certainly could use more trustworthy fighters by my side.
And yet we all lied to him.
Have all of you. It's okay. It's a big moment. And what better way than to celebrate here? When this tower is ready and communications are back up and running, we'll tell the world about Salem and face down whatever comes at us after that.
You gotta respect. It's like this face turn by Jimmy Ironwoods makes me so much happier. They're gonna rip it away from me. I don't know how they're gonna rip it away from me, but it's gonna be ripped away. They're gonna make this lie. He's gonna react to this lie probably worse then the kids reacted to this lie. And that's going to cause him to feel betrayed. And that betrayal is going to probably turn out in their faces. They're in a surveillance state, and they're not being currently manhunted. Like, they're going to have to hide from cameras and do something like that. Why do I say that? It's very simple. Don't set up a world where everyone is under surveillance all of the time, and, like, you have the enemies that can walk through it and do that type of thing, who are the real bad guys, and they don't have to worry about it, right? But then there's going to come to a point where the good guys, or at least our main character protagonists, are going to have to go through and try to skirt the surveillance system without being able to use that same technology. That is what I think would happen, because that's what makes sense. Penny's going to have to come to terms where she is either going to have to let them go, value her friendships more than her loyalties to her country, something of that sort. I don't know when it's going to happen, but thematically, with what the story arc they're setting up, I think this is where it could go.
Back up and running. We'll tell the world about Satan and face down whatever comes at us after that. Together.
He really wanted to do this together.
That's just about all the pomp I have in me. If you'll excuse me, I have to get back to running this operation. Well then, enjoy the cake.
He was really...
Speech outros are improving, sir.
After everything we've been through, I almost forgot this is what I wanted in the first place.
Yeah?
When Beacon fell, I didn't think this would even be possible.
It almost feels trivial now.
Jeez, guys, lighten up a little. Enjoy yourselves for a change. You've earned it.
Finally, someone said it. Let's kill some cake, huh? Because I can eat 2 slices before Ren even eats 1. Who says I can't? Who says it, huh?
Nora, nobody is arguing with you about this.
This is just so happy.
Big day for you, huh, kiddo?
It's definitely a lot to take in.
Which part? The finally getting the Atlas part? Getting your license part? Or the not quite disclosing everything to Ironwood part? Or all of the above?
Probably all the above.
All of the above.
Yep.
I'm trying to do what I think is best, but I really can't tell if what's best is what's right. Or if I'm no different from Oz.
Ruby, Oz only trusted himself with the whole truth. You're trusting others, but you're making sure they prove themselves first. I think that's a pretty big difference.
I hope so.
I mean, yeah, but like everyone found out at the same time. Also, it's like you making them prove themselves first. That's fair, but how do you know that's not exactly how Oz started his logic? Like his logical reasoning is like he used to trust people with this information, or maybe he didn't. Or was the point of the short backstory to show that he never actually trusted anyone else with that information, and he only kept it for himself? Like I feel like there's a lot more character or story going on than meets the eye in like a much more interesting, like, what's Oz doing right now? Is he thinking? Is he trying to figure out what his next move is, or is he just hiding? Like, it's a very interesting spot.
I think that's a pretty big difference.
Disagree.
I hope so. This says I'm a huntress now.
Damn it. I forgot to, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to pause twice in a row, but it also goes on to like this big tangent of what's the best thing versus what's the right thing. And like, when I was growing up, I had this person who I looked up to a lot, and I remember one thing he said to me, which I always liked, was there's always a difference between doing the right thing for yourself and the right thing for everyone. Like, there's a difference between the right thing for yourself and the right thing, and sometimes they align, most of the time they don't. And you have to ask yourself, like, are you going to do the right thing for yourself, or are you just going to do the right thing? And whichever one you commit to, you have to stay committed to it. And I always liked that conversation because it sticks out in my head a lot. And it doesn't mean that you always do it. It just means that you try to, and the key word there is try. But the more I think about the Oz thing, the more I'm trying to really grapple and just figure out what the best thing going forward is.
I hope so. This says I'm a huntress now, but I don't feel like I know much more than I did at Beacon.
That feeling never goes away. Your mom, Summer, would be proud of you.
What about my dad? Is he proud of me?
Her last mission. Was that another Oz secret?
There were a lot of those back in our day. But this one was a Summer secret. When she didn't come back, Ozpin seemed just as in the dark as myself and your father. Still, who knows what he may have hidden from us over the years.
What do you think she would have done if she learned the truth about Salem? That she can't be destroyed.
Pressed on, I think. Like you. She was always the best of us. Bit of a brat, though. But hey, I like brats.
Hey, Ruby, come check this out.
Oh, yeah. Not the
Oh my gosh,
speed.
mission board? It's an app now? Can we ride a Megaliath? Stop an underground crime ring? Do I get to go undercover? Nay,
You guys smell that?
Not Penny's hair.
Hey, you guys smell that?
The goth Penny arc is not one I was expecting, but one that's welcomed for real.
Smells like fresh meat.
That's odd. I don't smell meat.
Neither do I.
You know what? Never mind.
Let me get this straight. You've only been official for an hour now, and you're already looking for Huntsman work?
To be fair, we've been official for a whole 57 minutes.
I'd like to remind you all that the real mission here is ensuring the successful launch of the communications tower.
True, but we can also keep training and improving by helping where we can.
The enthusiasm of youths!
Well, it's hard to argue with that. Okay, let me show you how it works. Ooh, here's an important one. Who wants to volunteer? All right. We need someone to escort children to pre-primary school down in Mantle. There's not actually any danger, but the parents fret, and that attracts Grim. Perfect.
Not
Thanks.
John.
Juan, Jim? Close enough, I guess. Wow, my first Huntsman mission.
Next, a massive saber is loose in the Mantle sewers. We need 2 brave warriors to flush it out.
Hey, what? But why didn't I get a choice for that one?
Because no one likes you. Get it? Isn't it funny? No one likes you. That's why. That's why you do the baby missions. It saddens me to see somebody who's grown on me so much be treated so disrespectfully. Does he deserve it? I don't know, but damn has he grown on me. Young Jacques Schnee. He doesn't look very smart or intelligent.
Father, you, have a visitor.
I told you I didn't want to be disturbed. Why did you let them in?
I didn't. He let himself in.
A spitting image of you, this lad, Jacques. Creepily so, I might add. He's definitely inherited your affect.
Arthur. Whitley, leave us. And shut the door.
Why is this going to be his
I
brother?
said shut the door.
Jacques and his brother Arthur.
You're supposed to be dead.
That is what I wanted people to think, you're right. However, I've heard things about you too, Jacques. Namely, that you have an Ironwood problem.
That bastard is costing me more money every day with this embargo. I'd lay off every employee in Mantle if I wasn't trying to get their damn votes for this council seat.
What if I said you could have your cake and eat it too?
I'd say that's grammatically incorrect, and my My something, Ted Kaczynski, once said it's, have your cake and eat it too, dummy. That's grammatically correct. Such a weird tidbit. If you get that, respect to you. If you don't, the Unabomber. Just research, maybe don't. I shouldn't tell people to research the Unabomber, but yeah, who cares? Who am I giving it to? Alex Abrams, respect. So his name is definitely Clover, and he's just killing it. And Jacques Schnee looking like the worst. Beautiful lighting. The artwork's beautiful. Concept pieces for this show are always good, and like it's never really explained. I'm sure Zane Rutledge is here somewhere, and that'll make me happy. I love seeing Zane Rutledge. But ultimately, that was episode 4, and we'll be heading into episode 5 next, and then finishing out with 6. So that'll be exciting, I'm pretty sure. See you guys in less than a second. And I'm back with chapter 5? Chapter 5, I think. Maybe. I'm in like a lethargic mood. Less pep in my step. Less gung-ho? Gung-hu? Kung Fu Fooey? Kung Fu Huey? I don't know. Not being stupid. But what do I know? What I know currently is that this Ironwoods thing is about to blow up in their face because he's probably not the person you want to lie to. And then secondly, they're treating my boy John badly, and thirdly, Big Time Rush is going on concert tour, and I want to see Big Time Rush on concert tour. This is not for anyone other than myself. I just want it to be said that I would love to see BTR in concert. I think that'd be a great time for mostly me. Yay!
Good morning, Team RWBY.
I'd love.
What time is it even?
Alright, don't.
Time to be huntresses, of course.
Yes! Stay fierce, Penny! Yes! She's better than everyone! So much better than everyone!
Time to be huntresses, of course.
Thank you. Yeah. They get it. They get it so much. Oh, I forgot to get myself coffee when I came in. That's what I've been wondering.
Eyes up, Huntsman. Time to get used to the new normal in Atlas. Your top priority is Amity Tower. That means protecting supply runs from Grimm and bandits, and protecting the site itself. Diverting all construction resources to Amity Tower means there are going to be gaps in Mantle's defenses against Grimm. They'll need help on the perimeter.
Hey, have you two ever thought about branching out a little? You always pair up, but I don't know if your styles really...
We killed a guy together. That's why we're so good. Yeah, Yang and Blake being a codependent relationship, I would actually like a lot. Like, it just... I think that would work a lot. I think that would work pretty cool. And I think the other thing that would probably be pretty cool is if they had time apart. Because I don't... We had these two great character arcs, and now they're, like, together. But, like, they both still had a lot of growing to do on their own. And it's not like they can't do that growing well together, but I think they still have a lot of flaws that would be, like, it's still a lot. Like, I think, honestly, they both need to figure out and cope by themselves before they should cope with each other. Like, that's just a personal thing. Like, whatever arc they want these characters to go on ultimately is going to be their arc, but they did just kill a man last season, so, like, I wouldn't even say I stand corrected, because I don't think they do.
Really, really good stuff. Yeah, keep it up. Single file line.
Yeah!
Plenty to do on Mantle itself.
Are you telling me Jean's getting all that MILF action? Okay, Jean. Alright. I mean, is it the new hair? Maybe, but...
I think you'll find everyone appreciates having a Huntsman around.
It's totally the haircut.
It's the haircut.
To enjoy your time off as you see fit. Whatever helps you take the edge off.
So we're getting a time skip character arc thing going on for the anime, so that way when they just pull out some crazy BS together, so that way when they pull out some crazy BS new moves that the writers didn't really have a good way of coming up with, how they were able to just do it, but they wanted to get there a lot faster, we're getting this montage. That is probably what's going to happen. We're about to see some really dope stuff, and I'm all for it, but it's just a shirk payoff.
Not here, Oz anymore, Oscar, but that doesn't mean we can't try to jog him loose.
Well, what did you have in mind?
The Huntsman around you can be an invaluable resource, if you're willing to pay attention.
Have you ever thought about extending your aura?
But make no mistake, school's over. You get to choose what type of huntsman or huntress you are.
Oh, that was sick! Does that mean I finally get to learn what the hell Ruby's semblance is? Because it's clearly not speed? I'm like so with this arc.
So, what's it gonna be?
They're back? Team Funky's back?
Are you supposed to be fast? Wow, your boyfriend's actually holding his own. Where's all that energy when he's around you?
Oh, dude, I love her so much because if there's one thing in this world that you have to respect, I said it in Volume 3, I'll say it in Volume 7, and I'll say it till my last breath is uttered, or whatever, is breathed. In competition, the mental game is much more important than the physical, because in life, if you're at the point where you could be considered an athlete or a professional athlete there, that means that you're probably roughly in a similar skill like cap to everyone else around you. So you don't have to necessarily train, like you have to continue training and working insanely hard. And like, yes, you can work harder than everyone else and have more skill and more like talent there. But like the mental game is where champions are made. And that girl, the Neon Cat girl, she has the mental game of a champion. She just doesn't have the moves of a champion.
Where's all that energy when he's around you?
James is so pleased with himself, teaching these kids how to fight. I'm with that.
Wow, that was amazing! You guys have really
The aura.
idol tournament, and that cute farm boy had a few surprises for us too.
Okay.
Well, you really had us on our toes. Thought you had us there for a second.
Yo, Oscar got it.
Way more than a second.
You guys busy? Want to grab some lunch?
Dear way, I could eat a sandwich the size of cobalt.
we'd love to, but,
Duty calls. Maybe some other time?
No worries. The next time you're free, just let us know.
Yeah.
They're gonna come back later and do something dope, I bet.
There's still time for sandwiches, right?
Of course. Yo, Nora needs to eat. Let the girl eat.
But why can't we just use an airship to take these supplies to Amity?
The components for Amity Tower's construction are far too heavy. All that weight would require precious dust we should be saving for the launch itself, and the grim that will come after.
Makes sense.
Makes for long, very long supply runs.
At least the tundra is scenic.
Aw, Penny keeping the bright side of things in perspective is what makes her such a good character. You gotta love the happy-go-lucky robot. Yeah.
Totally.
Ruby, I just wanted to say how excited I am to be working with you in a professional capacity. As friends.
Me too, Penny.
I love it.
Relationships are so interesting and varied.
Speaking of friends, have you been able to make any new ones? Since, you know...
Now that I'm the official protector of Mantle, I don't really have a team anymore. General Ironwood says I don't have time for friends.
Oh. How do you feel about that?
I feel like I wish I could do both the things I need to do and the things I want to do. Is that normal?
Yes. Yes.
About as normal as it gets, Penny.
Everything going all right up there?
Just fine, Uncle Crow.
I win again. Maybe we should call it quits.
Their friendship is going to be so wholesome to me. I love these two together. To have Crow feel like he can't be a...
Maybe we should call it quits.
Shut up and deal.
Your niece sure is one of a kind, huh?
They all are. Been through a lot together.
That's a good thing they had someone to look up to and get them through it. Not everyone is so lucky.
I don't know about all that. Thanks, by the way, for looking out for him. You and your team.
What good is saving the world without another generation waiting in the wings? Hopefully, they'll leave Remnant better than we left it for them.
Once upon a time, I'd have drank to that.
You shouldn't do that, you know?
Don't worry, I gave that up.
I meant deflect a compliment.
Oh, damn. Oh, damn. So he's no longer drinking? I kind of... That's an interesting thing. I wasn't expecting a non-alcoholic arc for my boy Crow, but I'm with it.
That, you know?
Don't worry, I gave that up.
I meant deflect a compliment.
It's not that
Kids wouldn't
easy.
be where they are without you. You've had more of an effect on them than you realize.
Uncle Crow?
What's going on? Grim?
I love how he just keeps the cape.
You two with me. Penny, stay put and keep an eye on our six. We may need an element of surprise.
Affirmative. I will plan for 6 possible outcomes.
Ah, this is gonna be the Robin Hood chick, isn't it? Yeah, it seems like the Robin Hood chick.
All right, ladies, time to show them our teeth.
This is gonna be a problem.
Robyn! Well, if it isn't Mantle's hometown hero, is there a reason you're blocking an official military transport?
Clover, I'm so glad you're here. Maybe you can help me understand why this truck that's supposed to be taking construction materials to fix Mantle's outer wall is on its way to the middle of nowhere. Are you lost?
It's pretty easy to get turned around out here in the tundra. Everything looks the same. Thanks for checking up on us, though. We'll be on our way now.
I was hoping you'd play it straight with me. What's Ironwood doing with Amity at the old SDC mine?
Oh, that. Just giving her an annual checkup.
The next Vital Festival isn't anytime soon. Only automated drones and a few select Atlas scientists are allowed out here. And Amity's getting invaluable resources we need in Mantle to protect against Grimm. Seems like more than just a checkup.
You've been scoping it out.
We can't fix the wall without the supplies on these trucks. I think Mantle deserves to know what they're being used for. It doesn't have to be difficult. Just tell me.
I don't trust that hand.
I'm going to have to pass on that.
How about you, Pipsqueak? 5 o'clock shadow? Either of you want to tell me why Mantle's being put at risk for Ironwood's pet project?
We're trying to help Mantle.
That's enough, Robyn. As a potential councilwoman, you should probably focus on the election instead of harassing Huntsman. Now, it's time to let us pass.
I think you've misjudged the situation. One way or another, these supplies are going to get where they're supposed to go. Mantle.
Then I suggest you do that through the proper legal channels as a councilwoman, if you get elected.
Now, where's the fun in that?
Okay, so
Robyn Hill, I would like to politely ask that you call off the huntresses approaching the rear of the truck.
All right. Joanna! May! The protector of Mantle, huh?
Let us through. Please.
yeah.
Robyn. Good luck at the election.
So she was gonna rob them because.
That was a close one. Sure.
So I fully understand what's going on here. She was going to rob them because they're taking supplies that was originally going to help rebuild the Mantle wall to help keep Grimm out, and instead it's going out here, and no one really understands why. Now, I guess they... You know what? I guess why this needs to be kept close to the chest is because they need... If they tell everyone we're going to put a global communications tower on top of the old Vital Festival stadium, that's going to cause issue with everyone. And if you can't trust the people within the walls, then this is going to be an... Okay, yep. I get why they're keeping that a secret. And then her stealing and or at least threatening to steal vital building supplies, wouldn't that make her an enemy of the state? So, like, why wouldn't they just be like, hey, she's, like, robbing the people, she probably shouldn't be elected? I guess that would cause panic.
Telling me.
Wow.
What now? I want to know why Amity Coliseum is suddenly so important. Whatever it takes.
Yeah, I don't... I guess respect.
Your technique still has those maddening, sloppy touches. But you've learned how to make them work for you. You've made them your own.
Wow. That was very close to a compliment.
I didn't intend it that way.
We all make mistakes, I guess.
This is a very weird way to talk to your siblings. Just like, I shouldn't say it's a weird way, but it's so formal, and I kind of love it because it's quirky, and it's quirky, it's Weiss. It all kind of adds to this, not ambiance. I don't know what the right word is, but it adds to it. It adds a lot to it.
Intend it that way.
We all make mistakes, I guess.
You've grown up a bit, haven't you? You're not the little girl clinging to the family name anymore.
Since Beacon, I haven't really had a choice. Father's view of the world no longer matches with mine.
Whatever the case, I am glad to see you've moved on.
Excuse
Distancing
me?
myself from the Schnee name is the most beneficial thing I've ever done. We can move forward without him. Together. I know General Ironwood would have a place for you.
You've
I would be
replaced.
grateful to him if he did.
You're replacing your daddy
I'm not
issues
sure I
with
can
her.
accept.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
It's just
I'm looking for a new daddy.
It isn't supposed to be like this. Fearful and withdrawn. We should be opening our borders to help the world, not closing them down.
We will, though. Once we've weathered the storm, we will. I know the General hasn't done everything perfectly, but he's doing what he thinks is right.
Now, the problem is thinks.
Thinks what they're doing is right.
Yeah, there you go.
But usually they're just looking out for themselves and their secrets.
Ironwood isn't keeping secrets. Not from me.
We're lovers.
Sure.
Come with me.
It's like, yeah, but also, I don't know. Like, it's really hard to, like, it's really hard because it's like, yeah, everyone does what they think is right, but what they think is right is not always right, which is kind of what I was getting at earlier, where it's like, you have the actual right thing and then what's right for you. So it's like when people do the right thing, you normally have to make a distinction between that, and that distinction is kind of where the whole idea of morality comes in, because it's like, if you're doing what's right for you, that's its own set of ethical and moral stuff. If you're doing the right thing overall, then that's a completely different set of ethics and morals, and yada yada yada. And yeah, you kind of hope that the two coincide more often than they don't, but typically, depending on how, like, self-serving a person is, it changes what the quote-unquote actual right thing is, because the actual right thing, people can argue that there is no such thing, and yada yada yada, that there is only right for yourself. Yeah, I personally disagree, but it doesn't mean that those arguments don't exist, or it doesn't make them invalid. It's a personal choice, like all ethics basically are. It's just personal choices based upon your personality, but I don't know anything about that.
Come with me. There's something I want to show you.
This is my Squishmallow collection. Do you like it? I have Squishmallows now. I would love for her room to be insanely pink and, like, I don't want to say insanely, like, pink and whatever. I just want her to have, like, one weird obsession that, like, she's very embarrassed about. Because I think that would be hilarious, and it has been done thousands of times before, which doesn't make it new or unique, it just makes it funny. Yep, this is a surveillance state, alright. This is the Summer Maiden. Yeah, this is clearly the Summer Maiden. Wow.
That's the Winter Maiden.
Winter Maiden. I don't know why I said summer.
She could pass any day now. Until that happens, I'm the only person Freya's allowed to see.
Ironwood's chosen you to be the next when she dies.
Winter's gonna be winter?
How have you known?
Since Beacon fell.
Doesn't it bother you? He practically groomed your whole military career.
It did at first, when the General first proposed it to me. But the more I thought about it, the more I saw it as a privilege. A chance to do some real good for Atlas.
Yeah?
For Remnant.
But your destiny was chosen for you, without your input.
Perhaps. But I'm choosing it now. I've made it my own. And I take great pride in it. That has nothing to do with Father or the General. That belongs to me.
I guess we've both had to do a little bit of that. Carving out our own way.
I suppose we have.
You know, they're both still incredibly small people. And by small, I mean short. They're shorties. Secondly, it's interesting, like, how they included this dichotomy in the writing where you have the two sisters and, like, both were presented, let's just say, idealistic and cushy lives. And one liked it and the other one didn't. And they both decided to take it into their own hands. Like, somebody could tell you exactly what you're gonna do, can groom you to be X or Y throughout your entire life, but, like, it's still ultimately your choice of whether or not you fit that expectation or that mold. Because, like, you're not gonna fit anyone's mold perfectly, but you're gonna do it your own way. And if you have those privileges and you have that type of thing, why not make the best of them? Why just reject them outright? Like, it seems pretty selfish to just reject the good that you've been handed. It's kind of like cutting off your nose to spite your own face. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm not saying that that's exactly what this specifically is. I'm saying that's the way that it could come across if done badly. The good news is that it wasn't done badly here. It was actually done exceptionally well. And, like, having Weiss have this insight and the ability to look at situations and be this, like, a voice of reason is not something that I was expecting from this show. I was kind of expecting that more to fall to, like, Blake's character. But it being Weiss also makes complete sense because she's the one who's going out of her way to gain and, like, look for a more and complete understanding of the world, much like her grandfather Nicholas did. And whenever I get to meet Nicholas Schnee, let it be known that I will be hype as hell because he sounds like a king.
I suppose we have. Speaking of the family name...
What is he doing?
If I'm elected councilman, I've made it no secret that I will be opposing General Ironwood and his senseless embargo that is crippling all of Atlas. It is my belief that these measures are not only reckless, but criminal. With no shipments allowed to enter or leave the kingdom, I know many are suffering, and my family has been weathering the same storm as many of you. Effective immediately, I'm forced to shut down all non-essential SDC operations. If elected to office, I will make the changes necessary to fix what Ironwood has broken. I hope you ask yourself before the vote, can you trust anyone else to stop Ironwood? Will Robyn Hill be able to get your jobs back?
I mean, it's a smart tactic. It's going to cause a riot, and ultimately he's not going to feel the effect of the riot because of that. Like, this is going to cause issues for literally everyone. God, Jacques Schnee, you are such a dummy pants. You're such a dummy, stupid... I've been doing a lot better with just not being profane in the way that I speak. I mean, I'm still raunchy and I'm still myself, but I've been doing better with not being as profane. But, like, dude, like, Jacques Schnee right here, it seems like a smart idea because it's, like, it's forcing their hand. And, like, you're playing on the fact that, as Salem would say, men have hearts that are easily swayed or whatever. And, like, that's fine, but this is going to create something that I can't even imagine how this plays out. Like, it's going to turn into something insanely bad for everyone.
I think Father may have just provided the spark. going to set this kingdom on fire.
Oh, this guy. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of ram. Yeah, there's gonna clearly there's gonna be riots. What the hell did you expect to happen? This is also why, you know, going back on my Volume 4 rant of talking about how, like, mind you, I understand that the year 2020 is a fever dream for most people and yada, yada, yada. But it gets back to the point of it's really difficult for people in high positions like that. It's why I was critical of the embargo. Like, you can't say what is or is not essential for other people because every single person that works a job, you'd make the assumption they're working the job because if they didn't have, if they had the opportunity to not have the job, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't have the job, you know? So making decisions of what is an essential business or non-essential business, you basically just said to people, not only is your livelihood not matter, your life does not matter to me. Because it's like, yeah, we're safe. Like, yeah, you're safe from getting sick. You just can't afford your bills. You just can't afford to do anything. Like, it doesn't. And then you get that assistance, and then it's very short-sighted. And I'm not talking about like that. I'm talking about like this specifically within the show. Like, this is going to be very short-sighted for Jacques Schnee, because even if he were to garner the losses, his losses for shutting his business down a little bit, as someone who can afford to shut his business down, or as someone who can not even shut down, as someone who can afford to waste the profits lost on the embargo, he's not going to get the jobs that he has just closed down back because no one's going to trust to work for him ever again. Like, that's what he has just done. He has just ruined his own business. He has just ruined the Schnee Dust Company. So it's like, well, they have enough money that they know, like, that they can survive this, and it's like, that's not the point. The point is that the reputation that he cared so desperately about is now just gone. Like, it's GG no re for Schnee Dust Company. Like, I wouldn't trust them for dog shit. I would just be like, you're done. Like, no, like, it's over. GG. Hood up, won't actually see it up. Oh, that is a cute photo of them. Zane Rutledge still back, killing it. Joel Mann. Lauren Epicurator. Helena. Damn. Well, everyone, that was Chapter 5. I could be right back with Chapter 6 in less than a second. Okay, and we're back for the last episode of the day. Hopping into Mantle looking horrid from rioting. Blue Hat.
Rioting in Mantle is finally under control. How does it feel to know that the majority of those involved were your supporters?
I don't condone rioting, especially when our city is being denied aid for the hardships we've already had to go through. But Jacques Schnee's latest stunt is holding the city hostage for his own political gain. So I understand their anger, but ask that they show it not in the streets, but at the polls today.
I think Ivy Brown was probably the best pick. I think we should vote for the Pickle Party, as always. All about the Pickle Party. Oh! Oh, that's sick!
Nice. Your recovery's getting faster. Have you always been able to do that?
Apparently. Apparently she's always been able to do that. And I said it in Volume 4, and now here we are in Volume 7, and Oscar's asking the exact same thing, and I am so down for that. I am actually so with it, you do not even understand how with it I am, and that is what makes it sick.
I don't know. I don't normally think it through that much.
You guys are evolving, and I still don't even have my semblance.
Well, I bet we'll all be jealous when you do.
Clover wasn't kidding. You're really giving this your all.
Well, we have to with the way things are going.
Yeah.
They're not going well, are they?
Better Robyn than Jacques Schnee.
I suppose so. Either way, this election doesn't bode well for our stability.
What's this? 7 million votes for Jacques Schnee at 3 in the morning after everything's gone down, after everyone stopped reporting? No! Oh, goodness gracious, that joke's probably gonna be the one that does it. I'm memeing. I swear I'm just memeing on memeing.
It could be a chance to work with Robyn and get Mantle on your side.
The likelihood of that working...
She's right. You have to do something about Mantle. If you can get Robyn to trust you...
I bet if you opened up to her, she'd understand that you're being framed.
Perhaps. But it will only work if she's open too.
I take it you're here for new mission assignments.
You could say that. General and
Yeah.
I want you to take the rest of the day to recuperate.
You're giving us a night off?
Ordering it. After tonight's election, we'll be waking up to a very different Atlas tomorrow. I need you rested and ready for whatever that may bring.
Oh, this is gonna be a problem. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're all aware that this is gonna be a problem.
But as votes come in, it looks more and more certain that Robyn Hill will fill the open council seat.
Not the makeup. I mean, she looks good.
Layoffs would do anything but hurt him. So why announce this the day before the election?
Just seems like a power play that backfired to me. Won't matter in a few hours, though.
Well, where are you guys going?
Team Funky invited us out dancing. Yang and I thought it would be good to get our minds off the election.
I thought you said Team Funky was annoying.
That's the best part about dance clubs.
I can't hear you.
Oh, God.
I still can't believe you're going to that thing.
Them together is adorable.
Doesn't mean we all have to. From where I'm standing, both of them seem to be trying their best to help Atlas. As to who's doing a better job. But a victory party?
Invite's still open if you want in. Penny's gonna be working security.
Oh my gosh, no. You gotta do it like this.
That's what I'm doing.
That is exactly what she was doing. As someone who can't dance, I'm with it. You know, Weiss, maybe you could just go out and have a night to yourself. You know, why you gotta go out? Your hair's all done up like this permanently now for some reason. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just take a day to chill. Do what you want to do. I mean, there's no reason to make it so personal, whatever. What's the word? What's the word, everyone? Proprietous? I don't know.
Hey, Oscar and I are hitting the movies. If anyone wants... Yep. Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm with that one. Not Hill is here.
I understand Weiss's point, though. A victory party does seem a bit premature.
Let them have one sure thing.
Probably the last sure thing before Amity Tower goes up and everyone learns about what we're fighting.
We've spent so much time worrying about how Ironwood will react to the truth about her. But have any of us considered how we're even going to beat her if we manage to work past that?
Jin said she can't be beaten.
She told Oz that he couldn't destroy her.
But maybe someone else could?
I don't know.
We should be training right now.
We've trained enough. Take some time to...
We don't have time.
Where's the lamp? Okay! I can't wait for this banger to be reacted to real time. Oh my... Oh. We're about to watch the 3 a.m. surprise! Surprise! They're doing a watch party, and it's just gonna be like 8 billion votes for Jacques Schnee found in 2 water coolers.
Ruby, Nora, Ren. Hey, Penny. I am so glad you made it. It's just Marrow and I tonight, so more friends means more fun.
I'm with that.
Weiss is out with the boys, and Blake and Yangard off doing their own thing. Again.
At least they're back to being friends.
Friends, huh? Just friends.
What else would they be?
2 people who've gone through that much? I think there's more going on.
Well, maybe one of them feels that way, but the other might be worried.
About what?
It's just... there's a lot of things going on right now.
You know what? I'm gonna say it straight up. They are the most realistic couple in this entire show, Ren and Nora, because it's such a... This is the conversation you have with your significant other about 2 other people that you think are dating, and I've had it. I'm sure some of you have had it. It's just, it's perfect, and it's just, I love Renora so much because it's so vibey.
Gone through that much? I think there's more going on.
Well, maybe one of them feels that way, but the other might be worried.
About what?
It's just... there's a lot of things going on right now.
Well, how can they figure things out?
I believe I may be confused. Who are we talking about again?
I'm not really sure.
Penny, where'd you go?
Please don't leave me.
Oh, hey, what
They're vibing.
are you doing here?
Just hanging out with a friend while she's on the job.
Yeah, real cute. Look, try not to be too much of a distraction. We need to be vigilant in case...
In case what?
In case someone tries to start trouble.
Oh, funny. That's why we're here. So feel free to take a hike.
Listen, the General's trying to help, all right? Just because you can't understand...
What's going on here, Wax? Oh, and the pipsqueak is back.
We're
No, that's-
concerned about security risks. Ma'am, the General doesn't want any surprises tonight.
Fine, but stay out of the way. If I get elected tonight, we'll all have to learn how to get along.
Oh, she is slowly... Is she? Yeah, she's slowly losing that lead. Oh my... Oh, she's at 43%.
Sure, we won't have any problems, as long as you stay within the law.
The mail-ins are coming in, everyone.
It's certainly not equal.
Trust me, I'm well aware.
My only goal is that all the citizens of Mantle and Atlas, and Faunus, have an equal shot at a good life.
That sounds great. And you're planning to do all that equalizing legally, right?
Everything I've done is legal.
Of course. 100%.
Well, that worked.
Not the tunes in the background.
Scram, kid. We've got a job to do.
It's about to turn into pandemonium. Yeah, I mean, Penny's looking adorable, but this is about to turn bad very quickly.
Can we please just not do this right now?
I should have just gone to the movies.
I want to thank everyone.
Nah, there's gonna be some problems here. Not that this is Mantle's moment.
That, like me, you're all thrilled that we chose Robyn as our voice in Atlas. No one has fought harder for Mantle than she has, and I know Robyn will continue that fight on the council.
Yeah.
Will you share a few words?
This is gonna be a devastating loss when it happens.
I've never been much for public speaking. Probably wasn't my best idea ever to go into politics. Thank you so much, everyone, for choosing me. You
Oh,
said
she's...
you believe in me, but I'm the one who believes in all of you.
Oh my god. They're not gonna do it mid-speech, are they? They're gonna have her lose this election mid-speech. mid giving a winning speech. That's tough. That's genuinely tough.
You said you believe in me, but I'm the one who believes in all of
No, this is about to be. This second act is about to be tough.
But together, we are unstoppable.
You're about to. This ain't gonna go well.
Win or lose,
Yep.
we will continue to fight for our city. Because it is this city that brings us together.
Wait for it. Yeah, we're watching it slowly go down.
Don't
Yeah.
worry, it's in the bag.
I don't think she's gonna win this. Yeah, she ain't got this.
Ben, what's going on? Why won't you just talk to me?
You know, I've never been really good with talking.
Then screw talking.
Yes! 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 I love it so much. Please. Oh, that feels amazing. I've been wanting that forever. Oh, finally a cute song. Oh, that felt amazing. No. No. You're not gonna do it to Penny a second time. Do not do me dirty like this a second time with Penny. Please.
To me! Come on, we've got to get you out of here. Robyn!
No, they're gonna make Penny be the one to kill Robyn, or they're gonna make it look like Penny killed Robyn. Oh, that's gonna be such a problem.
Right on time.
And the winner of the Atlas Council election is Jacques Schnee!
It's Ironwood's robot!
I didn't.
Oh, thank
We literally saw that she didn't do it. This is some shenanigans. This is some volume 3 shenanigans of media manipulation. It's fake. It's fake. Why they always gotta do my girl Penny dirty like this? Come on. Is it because she's too strong?
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. It's all because of you. It's a new day in Atlas. We won. We did it.
What happened? It was Tyrion. Tyrion's here.
Stay! Get Penny out the back, now!
I'm okay.
Are you kidding me with that? With that shenanigans of... Like, come on. Pushing her out like that.
This wasn't us. I swear.
Clearly it wasn't them. Oh, great.
Fine work, Tyrion. I think we are done for tonight.
God, I hate them so much.
By SDC Mining Corporation CEO Jacques Schnee. Last-minute voter turnout produced a dark horse victory for the dust industry leader.
Yeah.
Penny, you need to get to Atlas. Backup's on the way. Penny.
Dude, she didn't even do nothing.
Grim.
We've got a long night ahead.
This is... You know, I wish there was more to talk about with it, but, like, there wasn't. And that's... I don't want to say that's the issue, but, like, dude, it's hard to have the right things to say right now. Like, it's... We're in the setup part. We're in the setup part, and we're getting close to the climax part. But, like, honestly, in terms of what they're doing, it's, like, it's not hard to call out what's going to happen when you've seen it done before. But it's always cool when it's done in a way you weren't expecting. And, like, genuinely, having, like, there was really no way to predict this until the last maybe minute before it happens in show. Because it's like, oh, you have Tyrion, and then you have the other guy, what are they going to do? They mentioned the election of once. So you watch her slowly in the background losing percent in the poll as time goes on. And, like, I don't want to be like, I'm so with it, but I am with it. And it's going to be interesting because what's going to, like, where we end up going next, I couldn't tell you, but, like, damn. They did it. They definitely did it all right. Now we got poor Penny roped up into all of this. Making her look evil when that's ridiculous. I'm like, I'm really caught thinking to myself right now. I'm sorry. I'm like looking at this and I'm like trapped in my own thought of just like, holy hell, what are we going to do next? But anyway, doesn't really matter. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you don't mind, just like, comment, share, subscribe. Really helps me out. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, let me know down below. We're genuinely just speedrunning most of RWBY right now. Said it before. Anything that you're commenting or suggesting, know that, and if it's RWBY related, if it's outside the main thing, I will be doing it. I just don't plan on doing it until I'm fully caught up with the show. But that being said, hope you all enjoy. If you, I guess, need anything, I don't want to say need anything. If there's anything else, like I said, just comment. If you want to join the Discord, please do. Other than that, peace out. I hope you have a wonderful day.